What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another lesson. Today we're going to introduce 5 chord positions for the advancing guitarist, and we're going to discuss not just the shapes but also whether they are movable positions or not. Right, let's get started with the first chord. The first chord is a dominant 7 altered chord. Particularly, this is going to be a dominant 7 sharp 5 sharp 9, and it sounds like this. Now, when we play this, we've got several options, so let's try to have a look at all of them. First of all, I think of this chord as an A, okay, so A7 sharp 5 sharp 9. So here is my root note, the note A. I'm not going to use the A string, but then I'm going to use this position here, which gives me already, the minor 7th and the major 3rd. So this defines the A7, then the sharp 5, and stretching my pinky, I've got the sharp 9 like this. Okay. Now, the way you can use this chord is both with the root, so with the A here, or without it. Okay, so without it is how I was playing it before, so just with the bottom 4 strings involved, first finger, ring finger as a bar, and the pinky that you stretch 2 frets across like this. Okay. Now, when you do this, you can also play a little game of sharp 9, flat 9, because if you take the pinky off, the other alterations that you get is the flat 9. So you can do this thing, or you can do a full pluck of the bottom 4 strings twice, like that. Okay, or if you like it better with the root here, you can do this. Okay, this is an altered dominant 7 chord, so that means it creates the tension that you can more likely resolve on a minor chord. Okay, now guys, this is a movable position, so that means we don't have any open string and you can move it in any key you like it. So instead of playing necessarily A7, sharp 5 sharp 9, you can move it to G. Then you can do this, with the bottom 4 strings only, up to you. I always take this reference that when I played without the root on the E string, I look at this position wherever it is and I figure out that the root is just the same fret on the top string here. So if I move all the way here, I immediately know that this is going to be a C, 7 sharp 5 sharp 11. Now the second chord is a chord that sounds really good both on the electric and on the acoustic guitar, and it sounds like this. Or if you like to strum it all together. Okay, guys, when you play this, you're playing an A minor 11. So you might already know this position of the A minor 11. And the only difference when you play this is that the voicing is a little bit different. So let's analyze this together. I'm playing the A, the root, as an open string, but I'm also repeating the root on the D string. Then I've got the minor 3rd. I've got the minor 7th on the first string, so this is already an A minor 7, obviously it's omit 5, and here I've got the 11, so it's an A minor 7 extended to the 11. Yes, it's an omit 5, but bear in mind, guys, that it's very common that when you play an extended chord, you might take the 5th off. So again, it goes like this, okay? Guys, when you play this, if you play it in A, you can play the open string, but obviously you can't move it exactly as it is and continue to play the open string, because if you go to B or if you go to G, wherever you want to move it, really, you don't have the root here anymore. So it sounds like this. It's really cool with the open string only in A. This is not a movable shape. Okay. However, because we also have the root here, if you don't play the top 2 strings, so there is no open string involved, then yes, you can move it to G, you can move it to B, you can move it to C, wherever you like it, really. Now, the chord number 3 that we're going to look at, it's slightly dissonant, and again, it's not a movable shape because it contains 1 open string. It's a G, which you play obviously with the G here, just a G major chord, really, where you are adding the 11th, which is the note C here. So all I'm doing, I'm playing the G, I'm also playing the B major 3rd with my pinky, I'm adding my first finger to play the 11th, okay, the 4th that I'm adding, and then my ring finger plays the root 1 octave higher. You might think we are not playing the 5th, but we actually are, because I'm playing the open D string like this. Even this chord sounds really good on the acoustic guitar as well. Now guys, when you play this, there is a little dissonance because of the distance, a -2nd, between the B and the C note, like this kind of thing. But I think that when you look at it all together, it really sounds interesting. It's definitely a different way of playing a G major, okay? So think about it next time that you have to play a G major. If you want to arrange it in a more interesting way, you might give it a go. The fourth chord is one of my favorite, and it's basically a major 7 chord, sus2. So let's go step by step. What I do when I look at this chord, I'm thinking of a C shape of the caged system. So if you move the C shape of the caged system, for instance, from C to F, you get this chord, okay, just an F major. We say this is an F major in C shape. Now, if I move this note, which is the root 1 octave higher, down here, I get the major 7th. And this is basically just an F major 7 in C shape, like a C major 7 here. So that's an F major 7. Now, if I look at this note here with my ring finger, this is the major 3rd. If I move this down here and I get the major 2nd instead, I will get a sus2 chord, as you know. So instead of being an F major 7, it will be an F major 7 sus2, because you don't have the 3rd and you get the 2nd, and effectively it sounds like this, which is great. It doesn't involve any open strings, so you can move it to E, D, G, wherever you like it really. And another way of calling it could be this triad. In this case, in this key, it's a C major triad with the F on the bass. So whether you say F major 7 sus2, or if you say C over F, that's exactly the same chord. Obviously, guys, keep in mind that if you say C over F, F is not a note in the C chord, so you can't say this is an inversion. It is a slash chord because it's a C over F, but it's not an inversion of a C major. Now, the fifth and final chord for today is going to be this one. Okay, this has more of a jazzy, maybe neo-soul vibe, and all I'm thinking of when I play this chord is a C major. Okay, I want to play a C major adding the 9th. Often you play a triad and you maybe add the 9th as your highest note, but today I want to do something slightly more unconventional, if you like, which is going to be putting the 9th, the 2nd degree, on the bass, and that's why my pinky was playing the note D here, and the rest of my hand was really playing just, you know, a C major triad. So you have your C here, that's the root, your E here, which is the major 3rd, your G, which is the perfect 5th. But now I'm also playing my pinky, with my pinky and playing the D note, so the 2nd degree on the bass. I really like this more unconventional voicing, and I think it's very interesting if you think about a C major, maybe a C major 7, okay, which you can play like this next time that you need to play a major 7 chord. Even this chord doesn't have any open string, therefore you can move it wherever you like it. Now just bear in mind that when you play this position, this is not your root, this is your 2nd degree. Your root is either here, if you want to think about it as one whole step lower than the note on the bass, or it's the first note that you play, the highest note that you play really here. So if you move here, for instance, with your note on the bass, you don't have to consider this B flat, for instance, your root, but it's going to be an A flat, and you need to make sure that with your first finger you actually reach the note A flat, sorry, like this. Okay, right guys, that's all for this quick lesson on 5 more advanced chords. Please let me know in the comments if you would like to see more of these more advanced chord positions, and if you have any suggestions for other chords that I should include in my next videos. And if you got any value from this video, please make sure to show your support hitting the like button. If you also want to support this channel even more, you can think about becoming a patron. You will find the link in the description below. You'll get extra rewards and you will support this channel to keep these lessons coming. The Bearded Guitar is here, guys. Thanks a lot for watching this video and have a great day.